Ready for medical career growth? Yes, you are in the right place. Hello, this is Dr. Neema Bish, BDS by degree and a pharma professional. As a founder of Career in Pharma, our mission is to guide medical professionals towards remarkable success in the pharma industry. With a track record of over 700 plus students trained and placed into various premier pharma companies, we are here to elevate your journey.
Hello everyone, once again I welcome you all to Career in Pharma and welcome to another episode of Pharmacovigilance Important Interview Question Answer Series. Now in today's video I am going to talk about what is ICSR and aggregate reports in pharmacovigilance, although which I have already explained in past videos, but today I will be more focused on their timelines part and what exactly they are. Now regarding aggregate reports, I will be making a separate video on the same, like what are the timelines, what are the different kind of reports in aggregate reporting, because in aggregate reports we have various kind of reports and the timeline also varies depending on which kind of aggregate report it is. So let's begin with today's video on ICSR and aggregate report. So ICSR, as we all know, ICSR means individual case safety report, which I already explained in my past videos. Individual case safety report means any report coming to you which includes information about a single patient, that we call as individual case safety report. Now you should be knowing which module of GVP. So what is GVP? That is good pharmacovigilance practices. Means if anyone want to work inside pharmacovigilance, this GVP documents this good pharmacovigilance, which you can find in EMA website, is a very important document to know about. It is like a Bible, because to practice anything like pharmacovigilance or clinical trial, whatever, there is always a guideline, right? For clinical trials we have ICH GCP. Similarly for pharmacovigilance we have good pharmacovigilance practice, and that is the guideline to do the different processes inside pharmacovigilance. So if you want to work on ICSR, that you have to do at a fresher level whenever you get a job inside pharmacovigilance. ICSR case processing and ICSR case quality review, ICSR medical review will be the thing which you have to do at a fresher level. So you should be knowing which module of GVP is concerned with ICSR case processing. So that is GVP module 6. So there are different modules to GVP, as I already discussed in my past videos. But GVP module 6 you should be focusing on, because while processing the cases, while doing medical review of these ICSR, if you are MBBS, you will be doing the medical review. If you are any doctor other than MBBS or a pharmacy graduate or a life science graduate, you could be doing the processing of these kind of cases, these ICSR. So you should be knowing module 6 of GVP is concerned with ICSR case processing. So it's like a Bible for you, you should be knowing it. So this is about ICSR. Now what are the different reporting requirements and submission timelines? So whatever I am telling you, the timelines are regulatory timelines. So let's talk about these ICSR submission timelines. In European countries, that is in EMA, that is EMA is the European Medicine Agencies. As per EMA, what are the regulatory timelines? As per US FDA, what are the regulatory timelines? And as per PVPI, that is Pharmacovigilance Program of India, as per them, what are the timelines? These I am going to talk about. Yes, so for EMA, any spontaneous case. Now I am expecting that you know what is a spontaneous case. I am not going to repeat it because already I discussed in my past video. So spontaneous, if any case is in the in the boundary of EMA, means where the regulatory authority body is EMA, and if the case is a spontaneous case, in that case, if the case is a spontaneous case and it is a serious case, then the timeline for submission is 15 days, and if it's a non-serious case, then 90 days. So spontaneous, serious 15, spontaneous, non-serious 90 days as per EMA. Now, if the report is coming from a clinical trial, that is clinical ICSR, then in that case, if the report is a serious with criteria of fatal and life-threatening, then the timeline is 7 days. It should not be beyond 7 days. Okay, so no later than 7 days, and for serious, fatal and life-threatening. And if it's a serious criteria other than fatal and life-threatening, then it should be submitted within 15 days of first knowledge by the sponsor. So this is for the reports coming through clinical trial and coming in the periphery of EMA. Now, if you are submitting as per US FDA timeline, then as per US FDA, any spontaneous serious case should be submitted within 15 calendar days. Yes, whenever you get information from that day, it should be submitted within 15 calendar days. And if it's a clinical trial case, then 7 calendar days is the requirement for all the serious cases. Okay, fatal, life-threatening cases. Similar to that EMA, clinical trial cases with a criteria of fatal and life-threatening 7 days, and if it is other than fatal and life-threatening, then 15 days. Yes. Now for PVPI, that is in India, if you are in that periphery, then in India, if any spontaneous ICSR is there, all serious should be reported within 15 days from the receipt of information by the applicant, and all non-serious should be reported within 13 days. Yes, for spontaneous. But if it's a clinical trial case, then all serious adverse events should be reported, should be submitted to DCGI within 14 calendar days. Yes, so that is for clinical trial cases as per PVPI for PVPI. So for PVPI, it is little different, that is 14, and it is for all kind of serious cases in clinical trial, which is little different from US FDA and EMA. Rest is more or less same. So these are the timelines, different timelines as per EMA, as per US FDA and for PVPI. Okay, so depending on for which regulatory authority body the case is, as per that you have to follow the timelines. So timeline which I mentioned is a regulatory timelines as per the regulatory authority body like EMA, FDA or CDSCO. But there are always something called internal timeline as per your internal SOP, as per the company in which you are working. There are always the internal timelines. Now why there are internal timelines in place? So that the case should not miss the timeline. That's why. Okay. But overall, these are the regulatory timeline which are universal for each and every case, depending on for which regulatory authority body the case is. Yes. Now the other thing is aggregate reports. Like I already mentioned in the past video, aggregate report is the compilation of the individual case reports. So aggregate reports refer to those reports that focus not so much on individual cases, but rather it gives an overview. It gives an assessment of the safety profile and benefit risk evaluation. So they comprises safety related parts of clinical study reports. Okay, so CSR, which is a compilation. There whatever safety related information is there, that is the aggregate report. So aggregate report is the process that reviews the cumulative safety information. Okay, combined safety information from a wide range of sources. Now it can be on a periodic basis, it can be on some quarterly basis. Okay, what is the criteria? It is different for different kind of aggregate reports. Now what is the purpose of aggregate reports? Means we have to submit the ICSR also with a different timeline. We have to submit the aggregate reports also with different timelines. So why we are doing? What is the purpose of aggregate reports? So aggregate reports gives the periodic reports of aggregate safety reports, okay, which provides national competent authorities with a comprehensive overview of the safety profile of any drug. Okay, so it gives an overview, it gives a comprehensive picture, it helps in comprehensive evaluation. You can consider it as whenever any patient is diabetic, so we take random blood sugar, we take fasting, PP, all those. So this PP, random, all those things, you can say it's an ICSR. And HbA1c, that is glycosylated hemoglobin, which we are checking, which gives an average of 3 to 4 months, is like a aggregate report. Okay, so I hope this example is clear to you now. So that is ICSR and aggregate. Okay, so aggregate gives you an average and comprehension picture, a comprehensive overview to give you an average of all the ICSRs. So purpose I already told you. Now what are the different type of aggregate reports? We have one PSUR, that is periodic safety update report. Okay, so this is another important question, important interview question, where they may ask you what is PSUR, what is the full form. So first is PSUR, that is periodic safety update report. Second is periodic benefit risk evaluation report, that is PEBRR. PEBRR we call it as in short form PBRER, that is periodic benefit risk evaluation report. And last but not the least is DSUR, that is the development safety update report. Yes, so these are different type of aggregate reports. Now in the next video I am going to talk in detail about the aggregate reports. I will talk the different timelines for PSUR, DSUR and PEBRRs. Not for this video, because there is a requirement of a separate video on aggregate reports. Yes, also let me tell you, if you are processing ICSR, if you do medical review of ICSR, then you follow module 6. But whenever you do aggregate reporting, when you work in aggregate reporting, when you have to submit aggregate reports, then you have to follow some different guideline which is available in the EMA website. Go check out the EMA website. There are module 1 to module 16, I guess. So you can see which number of module consider with which one. There is one module which is related to PSUR submission also. So please go check out that website, which is very important, because in the interviewer may ask you which guideline do you follow when you have to submit the PSUR, which guideline you follow when you have to work on ICSR. Okay, like that the question can be. Yes. So that's all about ICSR and timelines of ICSR submissions to regulatory authority body as per EMA, US FDA and PBPI and aggregate reports. So we'll be coming soon with some fresh next video, and this next video we are going to discuss aggregate reports in details. Now if you have any doubt on this video, in this section, please feel free to comment below in the comment section. I would love to reach each and every comment, and I would love to answer each and every question of yours. Yes. So with this, I am going to conclude this video. We'll be coming soon with some fresh next video. Till the time I come again, till that time, please stay safe, aware, healthy and updated. And where are you going? Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit a like button and don't forget to share it with your friends. Have a nice day.